Hi, I'm Cece. Welcome to my channel. We're just gonna do another podcast episode, a yarn and yap, as I call them here. I've got a few things. I'm also including things that are whips on hold, just since it's the first podcast, don't know why I was gonna say pod, of the year. Yeah, so let's get in with it. That's my daughter, Juniper. Say hi, Joopy. She is my lovely, lovely little girl, and this is her bedroom. So if it's messy, it's her fault. She didn't clean her room. Anyways, let's get into it. I am gonna do whips first. I know usually it's finished objects, whips, acquisitions, but one of my finished objects is a gift, so just in case my sister is watching before she has received it, I'm gonna put that at the end so she can just like stop the video early. Anyways, let's get into whips. No particular order, I guess, but I will start with my like biggest one, even though I haven't actually worked on it in a while, but that is the back. This sweater. Ooh, I have my coffee cup right here, so I'm gonna move that so I don't get coffee on my needles. But I am doing a round yoke sweater in this cable pattern that's supposed to look like bark, and I think it's turning out really cool so far. This is something I'm self-drafting, and if there's interest, I might write up a pattern, but also that's very intimidating, so we'll see. But the yarn I am using for this is Webb's Valley Yarns Alpaca. I think that's what it's called. It's Valley Yarns. It is alpaca fiber. This beautiful brown, and there's like little flecks of red and green in there, and it's so beautiful, and it's the exact color that I was hoping for to give that like natural barky look. I did do a mid-project block on this because I only have 3 balls of yarn left, and this much has taken 5 balls. So I did 3 balls for the yoke and then 1 for how far I've gotten the sleeves. So yeah, did a mid-project block to see how much longer to knit the sleeves and the body. Since it is alpaca, I knew it was going to grow quite a bit, become more drapey. That ended like, alright, it dried 2 weeks ago, but I haven't picked it back up yet because the drape on it is a bit more than I was expecting. So I was hoping for kind of like a funnel neck, turtleneck-ish like this. By the way, this is the Nocturnal Jumper by Sosky & Co. That I knit with Cascade 220 2 years ago. 2024 is when I made this, and it was my first color work project. But anyways, let's get back to this. Should have said that in the beginning. Yeah, so it's just a lot more drapey, so I wanted more of a mock turtley neck, and it does not do that anymore. So I'm going to get some elastic and like crochet, do single crochet chain or whatever around the neckline to kind of cinch it back in so it's just not quite so wide before I pick it back up and finish the sleeves and then go to the body, just because I know that's gonna bring it up a little bit, and then I'll have to knit the sleeves a little bit longer accordingly, such and so forth. So yeah, that is this, but it is on hold for a little while. I just need to go to the store and pick up the elastic, which I will probably do this weekend. This is my big main project, my one sweater that I'm actively working on. I do have another sweater, but it is on hold until the spring, and I'll show you that right now. This is, hopefully the train going by is not too loud. This is a sweater, a raglan knit with a thrifted yarn that I lost the label for, but I do know it's a cotton merino, and I think I only grabbed 2 balls and this is the second ball. So I am going to just like finish the sleeves and then whatever I have left knit the body with, but I do think I want to keep it like a bit of a bolero style, so I might just end up having a lot left over. Yeah, so since it is a cotton merino, it is very cold now. I've been freezing, so I'm just gonna pick this up probably in like April or May when it's a bit more seasonally appropriate, because I do not have much left to finish. I'm also going to take out this ribbing and just do a rolled stockinette hem. I do need to figure out what to do with the neckline. So the cool detail I have on this is that for the first, however, what is this, like 7 inches maybe? I don't know. I can't guesstimate length. I did the raglan where it just wasn't joined at this front armpit increase part. I don't know what that would be called. Raglan section. This is also the first raglan I've ever knit. So yeah, it's gonna be like that, and then a little button, cute little detail, and I do need to figure out how to finish the neckline. Might just do an I-cord, but I don't want it to roll at all, so we've got time to ponder on this though. So yeah, just wanted to show you this because it is something that will be showing up later in the year, but as of right now, it's on hold. Since we are on things that I haven't worked on in a while, I'll show you these next. These, I knit up most of them super quickly because I needed the same needles for that first sweater I showed you. They are hand warmers in twisted rib with a rolled stockinette edge. Can you tell that I really like the rolled stockinette edge? These are very warm and I need to finish them. Also, like those increases in the rib. I just need to do the thumb on both and that is it. So they are almost done. Literally will be done super quick. I just need to do that. So maybe I will make myself finish these before I finish, or before I pick up the bark sweater again, because I don't have any gloves and my hands are cold. So these would be nice to have. They are a superwash merino. I don't know what specific yarn. I bought it 3 years ago. This is actually the 3rd time I've attempted to knit mittens with it and have had so much trouble with it every time. I am an extremely tight knitter. My tension is always like very, very tight. So the first mittens I made with this, the yarn kept ripping. Picking it up again after a few years, I was like, gosh darn, why was I knitting so tight? Because that was not happening again. I must have like really been pulling it. But yeah, with the twisted rib, this is still like really tight tension, but comfy and warm. Yeah, so I don't know what specific yarn, just that it is a superwash, and also that I will never buy a superwash again because this is like kind of that squeaky thing that I've heard happens with a superwash. So happy I tried it, but yeah, I'm gonna try to finish these pretty soon. But there are other things that hold my attention, and that is, we'll do this one next. I've been wanting to knit this for a while, like a few weeks, I guess, not that long, but it's been like a little worm in my brain for a while, and it is the Ribka pouch. This is the first half that I finished last night, and just started the second half this morning, and then this bit folds over, so yes. So this is the Ribka pouch by Rat and Sea Witch. I am using Kelborn Woolens Scout for the green. I used this for my, I think it's beret number 1, but I could be wrong on the number. By My Favorite Things Knitwear, it's the one with half fisherman's rib, I believe. And then I'm holding it with Cascade Alpaca Lace, and I just love, oh, showing you the wrong side, the way they are knitting up together. So cute. The Scout is a sport weight, I believe, and you're supposed to do a fingering and lace weight, like a mohair combined, but I really wanted to use this, so yeah, it is what it is. So it is a bit tight to knit, hurting my hands just a little bit, especially because it's really cold, but I mean, I'm almost done and it's so cute. So the next one I knit, I will make sure to use fingering weight as the main yarn, but I am so excited for this. It's going to live on my purse and hold my hand sanitizer. So if anyone has like name suggestions for my little fishy guy, leave them in the comments, because they deserve a name. Super cute, and I'm so excited to have this. Okay, my last whip is the Kitten Catch Mittens Made by Florence. This is a little heartbreaking. So I've basically done the entire thing. I am doing it on DPNs. We will come back to that. But that is it. It's so beautiful. The yarns I am using, the black is Lana Gatto VIP, and the like reddy orangey bit is Blue Sky Fibers Alpaca Silk. They're both a sport weight. So very soft, very beautiful. The pattern suggests doing magic loop, and I said, I don't want to buy new needles. I have the needle size that I need in DPNs. I can just knit that. From my floats being carried, there's like bits that are kind of scrunched up. Maybe you can't really tell as much on camera as I can in real life. And then this is the hand. Yeah, you can kind of see right there where it's like gathering from the floats like at the corners of the DPNs. And I was like, will it block out? Should I rip down to the hand or to the cuff and reknit the whole hand with magic loop? And I put that on my story on Instagram, and everyone said, it's fine, it'll block out. Second issue, these are huge. Like, that's how much until my fingers are done, and it's like this much more until you hit the top. So it's like gonna be really big. So I'm going to size down to a 2mm needle and reknit the hand. Just leave the cuff, do the hand in a 2mm. These are a 2.5, I believe. Let me see if I can find it without completely pulling my work out. US 1.5, 2.5mm, yeah. So someone's walking by my window, sorry. Yeah, so I'm gonna redo this, but that's how it's going so far. The color work is so much fun. I love reading a chart. It also forces me to actually listen to the audiobooks I've like saved on Libby, because usually I'll like watch YouTube or something while knitting, but since I have to look at a chart, I can't look at a video at the same time, especially because my only device I have right now is my phone. I was trying to watch YouTube on my iPad, but apparently if you have an iPad from 2018, it doesn't update enough to support any current apps. So like the current YouTube app can't update to be usable on my old ass iPad. So yeah, listening to audiobooks and knitting these. So yeah, gonna go pick up some circular 2mm needles to recast these on, and I have made my peace with if these are not done by, or to be like wearable this winter, then so be it. I will have them and it will be okay, but I just want to finish them sometime this year. Yes, they're so cute. The color combination makes me so happy. It's so pretty. Okay, and then that is all of my current whips. I did swatch yesterday. Oh, it's a little wet still. Oh, ignore the fact that I'm wearing leggings because it's freezing. I did swatch yesterday for the pattern name is kind of complicated. It is the like elevated cat / demon beanie by Ugly Babies. And I did a swatch. This is Barocco Ultra Alpaca Chunky. All of those words are in there somewhere in some order. I don't know if I said it correctly, but yeah, just in the black. This is an Aran weight, I believe, and the pattern calls for a worsted weight, and you're supposed to use 5mm needles. I knit the swatch on 4.5s, hoping that since it's a slightly bulkier yarn, the smaller needle would be closer to hitting gauge. I'm slightly above gauge by 1 stitch and 1 row. Yeah, exactly. But I've been looking at a lot of the like pattern photos of like everyone making them, and they seem to be a lot smaller fitting and like a lot more tight to the head than I remembered when I first saw the pattern. So if it's a little bit bigger, I think I might actually enjoy that, because I wanted kind of something like big and warm and easy to throw on, because I have a balaclava already. I can't remember what it's called. It's by Melina Paulina, and it's got like the frilly ruffle around the face and the neckline, and it's really cute and I love it and I wear it all the time, but it's like connected at the neck. It's not something you tie under your chin, so it's a lot harder to get on like over my head every time I want to wear it. So it would be nice to have one that's easier to just throw on and tie a bow. So yes, I am going to a craft night tonight, so I will be casting this on tonight. And it's just a hat. It shouldn't take me more than should not take me more than 2 weeks to finish this. If I'm working on it like just this, which is my plan. So yeah, so if it ends up being super off gauge, then I'll just frog it and get yarn that actually works with it, you know? Okay, let's see, what else? I think we're on to finished objects now. So Kat, if you are watching and have not received your package yet, this is the end of the video for you. Shoo. Everyone else, this, oh my goodness, it's so crazy, it's so kooky. No one's ever knit this pattern before. I knit the sailor slippers. These ones are for my sister. And no, her feet are not this big. They still need to be shrunk a bit more. They've been through, both of them, have been through the wash twice already. And I have to go to a laundromat. So the rest of my clothes were already done drying, so I didn't want to put them in for a third time. So I'm gonna let her shrink them down to however they fit her, whatever size is best for fitting her, when she receives them. Unless she doesn't send me her address by the end of this weekend, then I'll shrink them one more time. these are mine. I was wearing them this morning. They are still really big. The yarn I'm using for both of these, by the way, is Cascade 220 held double. I love these colors so much. They're so fun. I was wearing these this morning because my feet are so cold, but they're still like a full 1.5 inches too long, also way too wide. Of course, I knit both pairs of slippers and then get to the end, and then see right before the felting instructions or whatever, it says how to adjust for narrower feet, and I'm like, oh, this is why you read a pattern all the way through before casting on, guys. How many times will it take me before I learn?
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Many, many, many times, apparently. But yeah, so hoping that when I shrink them one more time, they won't be too wide still. But I think as long as they are like short enough, like the length of my foot, they should stay on okay. To be fair, like, they're already staying on. Ow. That didn't hurt. Why did I say ow? It surprised me. They are staying on pretty well already. But, yeah. Looks a little funky where I picked it up around here. I don't know what happened there. But this is also the first time that I've done mattress stitch. That is so much fun. Oh my goodness. I wouldn't say I love, but I enjoy seaming now, knowing how to do it correctly, because I was just going off of whims before. Yeah, and as you can see, I did not weave in ends before felting, because why bother weaving in ends if you're going to felt it? Just cut it after it's felted, right? Am I crazy for that? I don't know. But sailor slippers. I think that is everything. I can't believe it got through this quickly. But yeah, I'm gonna go eat lunch, knit on my Ribka, which I still am. I'm obsessed with that. It's so cute. And chill before I go to craft night tonight. So I hope you have a great day and have a fun project that you're working on that's like really motivating you and bringing you joy. And if you are working on something, let me know what it is below, because I love seeing what everyone is making, and I like don't have knitting plans for the year yet, so let me know what you're making. Maybe I want to make it too. Anyways, I'm just blabbering on right now, but I hope you have a great day.